guys, welcome to my channel. Before I get into the video, I just want to say I hadn't picked up a camera for a while and I had it on the wrong setting when I did this video and I didn't notice until I was editing. So it's not too bad, but I do drift in and out of focus a little bit, so I am really sorry about that. If this is the first video you've seen of me, please don't let this put you off. I do know what I'm doing, I promise. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a few days. It's been a few days since I've done a video. I'm very sorry that Vlogmas didn't work out. I had every intention of doing a video every day up until Christmas Eve, but life got in the way. I won't go into it, but I had to stop. So I really hope you enjoyed what I uploaded. This video was meant to be the second to last video of Vlogmas, I think, and I was so gutted that I couldn't get it out because I'd been planning this video all year. I still wanted to do it, so I've popped in the studio today. It's after Christmas, obviously before New Year. It's very dark, it's very gloomy, so I've come to this window, but I am sorry that the lighting's not very good. If you've been with me for a while, you might know that the first video I uploaded in 2020 was, what was it called? My goals for 2020 and a 2019 review. It kind of looked like this, I'll leave it here. In that video, I looked back on the year of 2019, reflected, and set myself some goals for 2020. So my thought is that this would be a yearly tradition, and now I'm going to watch that video back with you and look at the 2020 goals that I set myself, because I haven't watched this video since, well, I've never watched this video since I uploaded it. I kind of remember a few of the goals I set myself, but I'm sure there'll be a few surprises. So I thought it would be good to look back, see what's happened over this year, and then set myself some goals for the next year, and then we can do this next year. Will this be fun? I hope so. I hope it'll be fun. I hope that it is inspiring to see not only what's happened this year, but also I'm assuming there's some things that I didn't do too well and I want to talk about it. So yeah, I've got my laptop here all set up, so I'm going to fire the video up now. If you want to go away and watch that video first, I will leave a link below, but if you kind of just want to watch along with me, I'm just going to watch the goal section of this video, and we'll see if I did it, if I achieved my goals. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm ready. Let's go.
Hello, happy New Year. Today is New Year's Eve and I'm working, but it's all good. I'm sitting down today to do a video. It's gonna be my review of the year, the wonderful year of 2019.
My hair's grown a little bit, hasn't it? I had very short hair. I still have the same glasses though.
I've talked about it so much, I feel like I just keep talking about it, but I had completely written off being an illustrator, really. I thought I was just gonna do the odd bit of commission work here and there, but that I was done, and it's just taken off and I'm now busier than I've ever been. And
if she'd have known, like her there thinking that she's the busiest she's ever been, oh my god, she had no clue. Oh my god, that's so funny. I mean, that was the busiest I'd ever been and I was so excited, but if she could see how busy she was now, oh my god, she'd be laughing. Okay, here we go.
Right guys, I have goals and I have written them down. The first one is to do with my shop. So the first thing I want to do is sell more stickers. So if you have followed me, you'll know that I bought a Cricut machine, and over Christmas I've been playing around with it and I have some really exciting stickers coming out. So by the end of 2020 I want to, be doing lots of stickers, and I know a lot of people that watch these videos are looking forward to those, so I'm really excited for them.
So the first goal that I set myself was to sell more stickers, and I would like to say that yes, I have hit that goal. I brought out stickers, my stickers do very well, but I don't think I've done as many stickers as I wanted to and should have done. I wanted to do loads of different designs, and honestly I have maybe like 3 or 4. So I would say yes, I hit that goal because I'm selling stickers in my shop, they're doing very well. What I haven't done is tried out new designs and just experimented with different things, and it's definitely something I'm going to do into next year, but we'll save that for when I get onto my 2021 goals. But yes, I kind of hit that goal, but I don't think I smashed the goal.
thing that I've chatted about is I would really like to, by the end of next year, have my packaging be completely eco-friendly. I know I'm not the best at it, and people know that I am making a conscious effort to move towards it. So, you know, going more plastic free, thinking about the tape that I use, you know, all these different things I am going to be doing in 2020, so look out for that. And the next...
Okay, so that second goal was be more eco-friendly with my packaging. I can't remember what my packaging was at this point in the video, but right now, I would say, again, I've achieved that goal, but I haven't smashed it. So I am so conscious of it. And right now, my boxes, my tape and everything that I mentioned is eco-friendly. But in 2021, I want to go one step further, because I still use compostable bags, which I know is better than the plastic, but it's not ideal. But it's kind of hard. You want to protect your goods, because yes, I could ship things without cello, the compostable cello, but if it gets damaged in transit and I have to then send another one, surely that's just as bad for the environment for sending more stuff out. Does that make sense? So it's kind of like just weighing up those options. But I have plans in place for 2021 to make it even better. So again, we'll get onto that in a bit.
One is, it's a big goal, but it is to expand into a bigger space. Now, I don't know what that means. That could mean moving into Luca's bedroom. Obviously that's his bedroom, so I don't know how that will work, but I need to get out of this small space. I have been to look at bigger spaces. Obviously it's not an option for me right now, but I have looked and it is on my goal list. We'll see how that goes. Stick with me next year and we will see if it's possible.
I told myself I wasn't going to get upset. Okay. I achieved this goal. So when I filmed that video, I was in a really small bedroom, back bedroom, my house. And in that, I just said that I went to look at bigger space. I went to look at this building and I couldn't afford it. So like I say in the video, I was thinking of moving into Luca's bedroom, so I did that. I don't remember what month I did that. Moved in there for a little bit and things just kept growing and growing, and I just can't believe I'm now here. This was the goal and I did it. I hit it. So I would like to say yes, I smashed that one. And I'm so proud of myself. But it just shows in just the space of a year. Look at that tiny little bedroom and now look at this. I'm not gonna cry. I had a little tear, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. I did it. I expanded out of that small space and I'm now here. Love it.
Next group is events. So one of my goals is to attend Creatival again because it was just so amazing. And hopefully this time I see a few of you there. Hopefully. The next event I really want to try and do is the Manchester Print Fair. I have followed this fair for so long and I've been terrified to apply in the past because I just thought I'm not good enough. But you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but I am gonna give it a good old go. So hopefully, future Emily, when you're watching this, you will have done at least one of the fairs. That would be nice. Fingers crossed.
Okay, I didn't achieve these goals. Now, I don't think this is my fault because, as you may know, a global pandemic hit and all events got cancelled. So, if Creatival had have been on, if you don't know what Creatival is, it was an event I attended in 2019 and for me it was life-changing. It was for creative businesses and I came away from that event with everything I needed to just go for it, and I've told myself that I will go every year that it's on, and sadly it wasn't on this year because, you know. Anyway, so I didn't achieve that goal. Hopefully it's on next year and I can do it next year, but it's fine if not. The other one is the Manchester Print Fair. Now, Again, I didn't achieve the goal because events have been cancelled. However, there was a print fair before the pandemic kind of hit and lockdown hit, which I applied for and got refused or declined. So that's on me. I failed that because they didn't want me. So hopefully next year, maybe. But yeah, I definitely didn't achieve those goals, but it was kind of out of my hands. So I'm not too worried about it.
Next is numbers. I always say don't worry about the numbers, but you do need to have a goal to work towards. So my numbers on Instagram and YouTube have been amazing this year. Like Instagram I've more than doubled, and YouTube I've got to over 1,000 subscribers, which is just absolutely mental. So I do want to continue that on. So I've set myself a goal to try and hit 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Is that going to be possible? Maybe not, but let's aim for it. So 3,000 subscribers by the end of 2020.
3,000 subscribers was my goal. And I'm telling you the honest truth, that was going to be a stretch, because although it had taken me like a year to get to 1,000, it meant that I'd have to do 2,000 in the following year, and it just seemed really hard. And at that point, I think the momentum of the followers had slowed down a little bit. But yeah, I did it. I don't know how many I've actually got. Let me double check. 6,370. That's just insane. So doubled my goal number and more. So when you're setting yourself these numbers, which it's really awkward now, like to set myself goals that are number based, because I don't know how it's gonna grow, so it feels really like, oh, I don't know what to say. But if you're setting yourself some goals, don't be afraid to give yourself the big numbers. Like 3,000 to me seemed crazy. And I remember editing this video thinking, God, if I don't hit it, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. But having it there, it's just amazing. So go for it, have the big numbers. And this just shows it can be done.
I'd love to be uploading 2 videos a week. So 1 studio vlog and then 1 like topical video.
Yeah, I didn't achieve that goal. That goal did not happen. My goal was to upload 2 videos a week. I definitely didn't achieve that goal. It's really hard. It's really hard to do YouTube videos, edit them while running a business at the same time. It's really hard. So no, I didn't achieve that goal, but I'm also not really stressed about it. Maybe YouTube would have grown even more if I had done that, but yeah, I wasn't gonna burn myself out by doing too much.
That is my aim, so you guys need to hold me to account for that. And then on Instagram, I would love to hit 5,000 subscribers. Now that seems crazy. Is that going to happen? Probably not. But again, have something to aim towards. If I can double it in 6 months, then I can try and double it again in a year. Like it can happen. You've just got to put the work in. So yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do help me get to that number. I'm going to need all the help I can get.
You guys really helped me. So I can't stop smiling. Let me see. So when I filmed that video, I don't know what I was at, but I'll probably have a rough number. So I was probably at about 2,500, maybe. So my goal for the end of this year was to hit 5,000. I wanted to double what I was at. And again, I just thought it was going to be really hard. And looking at my numbers here, I hit 5,000 on the 1st of May. So I did it. I did it in the first 5 months, and it's just, that was exciting for me, because when I hit 5,000, I was like, well, I've achieved my end of year goals, so anything more now is a massive bonus for me. So yeah, I just carried on doing what I was doing, and you guys were joining me, and it just was amazing that people wanted to stick around. I think that's the most exciting thing, is like getting followers is nice, but when people stick around, it's like, oh, it's so lovely. It feels amazing that people just want to be part of this. So on the 10th of October this year, which actually was the day after I signed for this room, I hit 10,000, which, if you know Instagram, is a massive milestone, because you know, there's new features that come out, you can use swipe ups and things. So hitting 10,000 for me was just the icing on top of a lovely cake for this year. And yeah, now on the 28th of December, I am at 11,995. I'm 5 people away from 12,000. So again, I'm not saying this to be like, oh, look at me, I got 10,000 followers this year. It's not what this is about. What this is about is saying you can do anything. If you've got a goal and you want to hit 10,000 followers this year on Instagram, you can do it. There's nobody that can tell you can't. Yes, it's not easy, it's hard. I've put a lot of work into it, but I'm hoping you can watch this video and feel inspired knowing that it can be done. So this year, since uploading this video and watching, there's been 10,000 of you that have joined me, which is insane. I can't believe it. So yes, I smashed my goals. I smashed those goals, and I am so proud of myself for doing it.
My next one is grow Patreon. I've literally just written grow Patreon, and I haven't got numbers for that because it's just so unexpected how well it's gone. I thought I would have maybe 20 people on there by the new year, and having almost 50 is just mind-blowing. So when I say grow Patreon, I just don't know, but I want to put all my effort into it. I want people to enjoy being there. I want it to be fun and exciting and lots of content, and that's what I mean by grow Patreon. So hopefully by the end of 2020, we'll be over a year in, and I'm hoping that the community on there is growing and it's exciting and we're all chatting, and that's my goal for Patreon. Numbers growing would be wonderful, but I would just love more of the, yeah, how do I explain that? I don't know. But that is Patreon.
So this is probably my favourite thing that's happened this year. So I didn't realise, but yes, I say it in there. I had almost 50 people when I did this video. And I mean, you see how excited I am by having 50 people. 50 people that want to be with you, want to support you, want to be part of something. I knew back then I wanted to build a community of people that was supportive and a place where I wanted to be as an artist. I never could have imagined what it's grown to. Right now, as of today, our little community of artists and creatives is at 350 patrons. 350! Like, if all of those people were in a room with me, like, oh my gosh, like, it's so amazing to think about. So I didn't have a set number for Patreon because I just didn't know what, I didn't want to give myself a number because I wasn't really bothered about the number. But what I was more excited about was, like I say, having a community of people that talk to each other, that help each other, and that we're doing things. And I didn't know what the doing things was, but this year we've done design products together. We have a Discord server that's just full of people sharing advice and helping each other and supporting each other, which I'm so proud of. We've done an online market together. Like over 100 people took part in that market. And I'm just really proud of what it's become. And my goal of what I wanted to happen has happened. I'm really confident in saying that. And yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy that people want to be part of it. And to the 50 people that were with me back then a year ago when I started, I know some of them are still with me. I just want to say thank you so much for this year. You've boosted my confidence, you've helped me massively, and I really hope I've helped you in return and you're enjoying your time with me. But yeah, I'm gonna give myself a little tick and say that that goal was smashed.
So now moving on to more personal things. They're not personal, but they're not, yeah, anyway. I would really like to have at least one day off a week. Now I know I keep saying work hard and you'll get there, and I'm now saying let's have a day off. But I work really long hours, and I am conscious that Luca is growing up and I don't want to be in here all the time. I need to try and find that balance next year.
Okay, I didn't achieve this goal. If anything, I did the opposite and worked more. So it kind of, I did achieve it and didn't achieve it. So this time last year, I had help with Luca in an evening. So I would kind of have Luca in the day, and I would start work at sort of like 4 or 5 o'clock, and I would work really late at night, because at this point I was doing freelance work for studio, so I would work late at night. So my goal back then, which I should have made a bit clearer, was to kind of stop doing that as much. So like I said, my mum would have Luca one day a week, so I could work throughout that whole day, meaning I had evenings free. So that kind of hasn't happened. What has happened is I've been able to afford nursery. So back then I couldn't afford nursery at all, and now I can. So now Luca does 2 days a week at nursery, which means I can work 2 full days. And then my mum, who still really wanted to have Luca, has Luca on a Wednesday. So I have 3 full days to work. And then on the other 2 days of the week, I don't plan on working, but if I have something that I need to do, I will pop in. So that's why I'm saying I've not achieved the goal, because I don't, like, there's no way I would turn my phone off on those days. I'm still very much working. I just try and do it from home or whatever. Weekends, I still pop in on a weekend if I need to. So yeah, I definitely haven't achieved this goal. I found more balance. Nursery has definitely helped with that. But I'm on it 24/7. You know, if somebody emails me from Australia at 3 AM, I probably reply, and that's not good. So no, I don't think I achieved this goal at all, sadly.
One is go on holiday and switch off. I have been on holidays, I try and go on holidays every year, but normally when I'm on holiday, I try and switch off, but I find myself still looking at emails and still trying to keep up. And this year I have a holiday booked, and I would really like to go and not worry that if I don't post on Instagram that something's gonna happen. You know, nothing's gonna happen. I am gonna enjoy it with my family, and that is a goal. So again, future Emily, make sure that happens. Another one.
Didn't achieve this goal, did I? Sadly, I don't think many people achieved this goal, because my holiday got cancelled. Probably like everybody's holidays got cancelled. And it was gutting, because I was so looking forward to that trip. It was going to be our first trip as a family of 3, and I was really excited. So when it got cancelled, that was gutting. Now, I didn't achieve that goal. However, I kind of did a little bit, because later on in the year, in the September, I went to Centre Parks for a week. So if you don't know what Centre Parks is, it's kind of like a adventure holiday in the UK. You stay in like a cabin and you can do activities, you can bike ride and do all of these things. I had a week that, well, Monday to Friday, and I did switch off from work. And although, yes, it's not a 2-week holiday, I'm really proud of myself for doing that. I needed that time with my family. I did switch off. I was very busy when I got back, but yeah, so I kind of didn't achieve that goal, but I did a little bit. But fingers crossed for 2021, where fingers crossed we can go on holiday and it's safe to do so. We'll see.
I would really like to invest in a camera. So if you're watching this, you'll know I am using my iPhone at the minute, which is fine, it's all good. But I would really like to upgrade my yeah, my camera equipment. So a new camera would be nice, and maybe some lighting, but we'll see how that goes. I think that will be reflected on how well Patreon does and all these things. So I'm not in a rush to do that yet, but it would be lovely to invest in a camera. So they are...
So you're watching this right now on, and I'm using my camera that I got. So again, yes, I achieved this goal. I bought this camera that you're watching when I hit 100 patrons, which I think was March time. Yeah, so another 3 months of using my iPhone, but we finally got there, and I absolutely love this camera. It's the best thing I bought this year. So yeah, don't know what else to say about that. I achieved that goal. It's so good.
Next year, I really want to make an effort to draw more and not worry about it having to go online and for people to see it, but to just draw for the love of it. Like, this is why it started, was because I love to draw, and sometimes I think I avoid it because I worry what the outcome will be, and I need to stop. So next year, lots more drawing from me. So
I didn't achieve this goal. I definitely have drawn things this year, but nowhere near the amount that I wanted to. And it's my fault, it's nobody else's fault, it's my fault for not putting the time aside to do it. But as I got busier, admin got more, orders got more, which is just the most insane thing. And sadly, being creative gets pushed aside, which is bad really, because this whole business is built on my ability to draw. So I need to be able to do it and to get better at it. So sadly, no. I am going to say that I didn't achieve this goal. I didn't do much drawing just for me. Yeah, I didn't at all. So no, didn't achieve that one, sadly. So there we go, they were the goals I set myself. I have achieved so many of them, which I'm really proud of myself for. There's some that I haven't achieved, which I'm a bit gutted about. And there's some that I didn't achieve because it was just out of my control, which I can't really stress about too much. So yeah, overall, 2020 has been a weird year. It's been amazing for me business-wise. I've grown, I've moved into this space, my business has grown, it's going wonderfully. Personally, it's been really hard, really tough. There's things that have happened behind the scenes which I don't really talk about much, but you know, losing people and just, oh, in some aspects it's been the worst year probably that we've had as a family. But I try not to let it affect my business and like chatting to you guys, because this is my place to escape all of that. So yeah, just know that I know this video might come across that, you know, everything's great, everything's going really well, but you don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and things are really tough sometimes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that kind of look back. So what I'm going to do now is go and grab my goals for 2021 and let's go through them so that I can watch this again next year. Okay, so like last year, I have goals and I have written them down. I think that's what I said on the other video. Okay, I think last year I separated them into categories. I don't have categories this time, I just have a long list. So let's just get into it. The first goal for 2021, this is so weird to think that I'm going to be watching this next year. Anyway, the first goal is going to be, like last year, make my packaging more eco-friendly, but also to have more of my branding in my packaging. So right now I just use brown boxes with tape and purple tissue paper and one of my stickers. I really want to up my packaging game. And this year I actually became a creative partner with the company No Issue, which was amazing that they asked me to be a creative partner. Honestly, I don't really know what it means. I don't get a discount or anything like that. I'm just on their website as a creative partner. I've used their stickers and their thank you cards, and I've used all sorts from them. I haven't used their tissue paper or their tape yet, and one of the first things I'm going to do when I'm back in the office in January is design new tissue paper and new tape, which will be my colours, my branding, my illustrations. and I'm going to get my patrons involved to help me design that, which is going to be really exciting. I would like to move away from the brown boxes, maybe to a white box. So white boxes with the purple tape, I just think it'll be really nice, and I'd really like to step up my branding that way. So hopefully by the time you're watching this, again, at the end of 2021, I have lovely new packaging that's eco-friendly and is really beautiful. Fingers crossed. The next goal is have more time being creative and less on admin. So this is kind of taken from last year's goal. I would like to have more time to draw and create things and to step away from the admin side. So my mum has kind of come on board into the company, my business, a little bit, where she helps with me with the packaging and the patron stuff. But we're really going to ramp that up a little bit more next year. And to get her to like really do a lot more of the admin side, taking care of my finances, just helping with the stuff that I don't need to work on myself. I can then focus on the creative and being on Patreon and doing all those kinds of things. So I don't know kind of what that goal will look like at the end of 2021. Hopefully I feel comfortable that I've drawn more and I've been creative, and it's because of my mum's help. The next goal is improve my product photography. Now you might look at my product photography should I say, and think, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. But I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of wing it. I don't have lighting. So on a wintry day, it's a nightmare to get pictures. And I always just think that I could do a better job. So I'm going to look into how to improve my product photography. I'm going to invest in some lights, which I think was on my goals for last year, but I never got round to. I'm just going to hopefully do a better job. So again, if you're rewatching this at the end of 2021, Emily, this is a note for you on the editing. Show a before and after of your product photography and how you've improved. Please do that. I hope you've improved. Okay, the next one is I would really like to create an online course or an ebook. I don't know why. I give so many tips and advice on Patreon and here on YouTube, and it would be nice to collect it into like an online course or an ebook or kind of both. I don't know what it looks like yet. So it's just, I've put it down on my list of goals to try and do. So hopefully I've done at least one by the end of 2021. Look out for that. Next up is events. So I don't know how 2021 is going to look in terms of events and being able to go to events. So I'm not going to list go to Creatival, do Manchester Print Fair. I'm not going to list those because I don't know how it's going to look. All I'm going to say is, if I can go out and go to events, I really want to. If they are digital, again, I would still like to attend virtual events. But this year, I would really like to do some actual speaking at events. I've been invited to do a few different things this year, speaking at virtual events. And honestly, I've backed out of them because I've not had the confidence to do it. I've been terrified. There was one in particular where I was just like, I'm not good enough to do this. I can't do it. And I'm going to snap out of that next year because I would really like to help people. And if it means telling my story, then I will do. So if I can do at least one guest speaking spot at an event next year, that would be really, really good. Be good for my confidence, and hopefully it helps other people. Next up, I have collaborate with people who inspire me. So I haven't done any collaborations. I have a little bit. So in my goodie boxes that I send out with Patreon, I started to include other makers in that box to kind of work with me to create a product that would fit my box. So that's kind of collaborating, and I've really enjoyed doing that. And I've already got like 3 people lined up for next year, which is really exciting. But I want to collaborate with people that right now I'd be too nervous to ask because I just think that they'd say no to me, and I want to be brave, and I want to ask, and I want to try and do some exciting things. I've already got one project that's happening which I didn't seek out, they sought out me, which is so exciting. I can't wait to share that. But yeah, I don't know what that looks like, and hopefully at the end of next year I can be like, yes, I collaborated on these projects. So hopefully that's that. I really want to do products that are different. and that challenge me. Like right now, all I can think about is clothing, but I don't know what that means because I've said this for ages. Back in the summer, I planned to bring out a t-shirt because if you know me, I'm a t-shirt gal. All I wear is t-shirts. I had a t-shirt design. I backed out of it because of low confidence and worrying what people would think, because at the time a few other makers were doing t-shirts and I just adored what they'd done, and I thought, well, I would rather buy theirs than do my own, so I did that. But I still have this desire to do it, and I think 2021 is the year I'm going to give it a try. So hopefully, maybe if it's not clothing, it's something different. Right now I have pins, I have stickers, I have badges, and stationery, but just something out of my comfort zone. I hope that I do. But again, I don't know what that is right now. And then the final little goal is to start my postcard club and to have 100 people in the club. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, on January 1st, I'm launching a postcard club on Patreon. So I kind of have been testing this idea out for about 6 months now on Patreon, where every month I send out an illustrated postcard that's exclusive to Patreon that you can't buy in my shop. Because right now I have like my cookie tier, which is like $5, £5, where you can come on Zoom calls, you can take part in art challenges and podcasts and all of these things. And then the next tier is like £15, and that's where you get goodie boxes and items and fun things like that. And I wanted to bridge that gap. So at the £10 mark, $10 mark, it's going to be this postcard club. So you get everything on Patreon, you get all of the content, and you can take part in all the things and join the community, but you also will get something in the post every single month. And I'm nervous about it because, you know, it's £10 a month. It's not cheap, is it? But I have to like think to myself, like, what else are they getting for that? So I'm going to launch it on January 1st. I really hope people join the postcard club. And my goal for the end of the year is to have 100 people in that club, which would just be amazing. Be amazing. So yeah, that's a goal. That's a goal. Will I do it? I don't know. Come back next year and find out. Okay, so I wasn't going to do this. I wasn't going to talk about numbers, because it feels, honestly, it feels wrong for me right now to be like guessing numbers, because I don't know how it's gonna go. Look at this year, it's been crazy. But like I said on the last one, it is good to set yourself some number goals, even though it's not about the number, is it? I kind of contradicting myself, aren't I? Setting yourself some numbers is good, and I'm so glad I did it last year because I'm so happy that I smashed it. So I've set myself some numbers. And I think I've gone a bit big, because I'm not scared of not hitting that number. But wouldn't it be amazing if I did? Does that make sense? Instagram. So right now I'm like 5 people away from 12,000, I think. Maybe by the time this video's up I might have hit 12,000, which is insane. So that means I've gained 10,000 followers this year. So I'm going to push it. And next year I want to be at 25,000, which is, but sounds so ridiculous it coming out of my mouth, but that would mean having 13,000 people join me. Oh my god, it sounds so bizarre saying it, but if you don't say it, this might not happen. I'm just gonna go for it. We'll see. It can be, we can watch this back in a year's time and absolutely laugh our socks off if it doesn't happen. YouTube, I'm gonna set my goal of 12,000. So this year it went from 1 to just over 6, so that's 5,000. So I'm kind of thinking I'll do that and a tiny bit more, so 12. It's gonna take a lot of work because YouTube for me is kind of, so like earlier on in the year I was getting like 500, 600 subscribers a month and it was brilliant. Now I'm getting, if I get 300, it's good. So it's a real struggle for me. So that might not work, but again, I've put the number out there, we'll see what happens. The final number, well, it's not a number, is grow TikTok. Now, I sound like such an old grandma saying this, but TikTok is the new big thing and for business it's wonderful, and I really want to grow that and it be a place that's kind of separate from my Instagram and my YouTube, but it's another little community of people. I don't know what I'm doing over there. I'm winging it every time, and I don't have any followers really. I think I've got just over 100, so I'll leave my details if you want to follow me on TikTok. And I'm excited to use it. I don't know how I'm going to use it. So many people are doing some wonderful things on TikTok. I'd like it to be a place where I package people's orders, and I kind of duet their videos of them unwrapping my items, and I can chat and like chat to people. I think it'll be fun. Again, don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, those are my 2021 goals. Thank you so much for watching this and for listening to me ramble on. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would really love it. One, to help me hit my goal for next year. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. But also, you'll be able to watch next year's video with me, which will be very exciting. And this year has gone so fast, we'll be doing it in no time. Thank you so much for this year. I would not be here without you guys. Your support has been amazing. You're just wonderful people. The comments I get are amazing. And the messages from you guys, it's just, you tell me I'm inspiring you, but your messages just inspire me. So I just want to say thank you so much. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope you have a wonderful new year, whatever you're doing. I know we can't do much. I will see you here in the first week of January. I will be back in the studio packaging lots of orders. I'll be working on exciting projects. It's going to be my birthday the first week of January, so I'm sure we'll do some exciting then. And the postcard club launches on January 1st. So again, I will leave details below of how you can join the postcard club. It would be wonderful to have you on board and to get your first postcard out to you. I've got a little special offer. If anyone joins in January, I'll be sending you an exclusive bookmark as well, along with your postcard of the month. So that will be fun. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye guys.